Good Tuesday evening to you, Richard Scott. I wanted to update you on the latest on the tropical situation happening down in the Gulf. We're awaiting that turn to the northeast. We've been advertising for a while for landfall on the Florida Panhandle, and that'll occur on Wednesday. Interesting to note, we can now see the eye of the hurricane from a radar perspective. Keep in mind the radar sites are on land, so they can only scan so far out to the ocean to be able to see precip, and we can now start to see at least the northern half of the storm as it does get closer to land. So far, it is still going due north, and at any time it's going to begin that northeast turn. And if you're watching this on the Alabama Gulf Coast or northward into central Alabama, this is not going to make a direct landfall on Alabama's coast or come up through central Alabama. It is going to turn, and the reason we're confident of that is you see all the rain over Louisiana and Arkansas, East Texas. There's a deep upper air trough back there, and that trough is going to swing this storm northeast. It just can't go through it. It can't keep going north. It's going to turn northeast because the trough is advancing towards Alabama. So it's going to kind of basically block this thing from coming due north into our state. So let me show you the latest from the Hurricane Center. Right now, winds are sustained at 125 miles per hour, so on the high end of a Category 3 storm. Winds continue to increase with this. Pressure continues to decrease, indicative of a developing and strengthening hurricane. It is moving north at 12 miles per hour. Here's the track for the Hurricane Center. This thing comes right into Panama City. A direct hit by around 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, midday 1 o'clock. The eye of the hurricane will be coming in to the Panama City, Florida area. The impacts will be east and west of that, understand, but we're just talking about the eye of the storm, the eye wall, where the most destructive winds are located. That's where it's heading towards. Now, this comes up through Georgia, moves through the Carolinas. By Friday, it's out in the Atlantic Ocean, and it will be away from land at that point. Here's our HRRR. This is a computer model, just kind of give you an idea what radar could look like. This is 4:30 in the morning. Got some rain coming up on the Alabama Gulf Coast, Florida Panhandle. The stronger winds will be, again, still offshore at that point. And as we go into 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you see the eye of the hurricane at that point is somewhere close to Panama City, between Panama City, Apalachicola, Florida. The heavier rain basically near and south of Montgomery, impacting Dothan, back towards Valdosta, Georgia, and down into the state of Florida as well. So again, that's the track from the our computer model, what it could look like on radar. One good thing is there's not going to be any impact for central Alabama in terms of damaging wind. We could see some winds 10, 15 miles per hour. That's about it. Basically, the breeze we saw today we'll see again tomorrow. But the stronger winds will be south of Montgomery. See gusts over 40 down there. And as we go towards Dothan, we could see some gusts to hurricane force. That's a good possibility there. There'll be quite a bit of tree and power line damage from Dothan southward towards Panama City. And again, that zone you see in the purple shade from Panama City down to Apalachicola, that general area, we're looking at 100 plus mile per hour winds. That's where those gusts could be upwards of 140, which will cause very significant damage where this does come in. In terms of storm surge, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, not expecting much of a water level rise, but Pensacola to Destin, 2 to 4 feet. Destin to Panama City, 6 to 9 feet. Panama City, including Apalachicola, over towards Cedar Key through the Big Bend, 9 to 12 feet of a storm surge. That is incredible. That's the water level rise. Understand there will be waves on top of that, which will cause serious damage to any structures in the path of that storm surge that's vulnerable to the water level rise. So that's a big deal with this event as well. Hurricane warnings in effect for the Florida Panhandle, a good chunk of the Panhandle, and we got tropical storm warnings for the Alabama Gulf Coast, including even inland tropical storm warnings into deep southeast Alabama. Inland hurricane warnings also impacting, including areas around Dothan as well. Rainfall for central Alabama, not much with this system. I do expect maybe a quarter inch at best for many Alabama communities up our way. No rain tonight on radar. Again, rain pretty quiet. Hard to find on our part of the state so far. Temperatures this evening are in the 70s. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy, a few showers at times. Again, there could be even a few rumbles of thunder, but I don't expect a major rain event for our part of the state. The better rain will be down to the south. In fact, let me take you into that with our Futurecast model. You'll see quite a bit of cloud cover. Notice by lunch, most of the rain near and south of Montgomery We go into the afternoon, most of the rain over far east Alabama, Gadsden, Anniston down towards Alexander City, getting some of the heavier rain as well. The center of the hurricane at that point would be over southwest Georgia. And quickly moving northeast. It turns cooler, by the way, Thursday and Friday. We'll notice that. We're back in the 70s for highs on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Beautiful weekend coming up. We got homecoming on UA campus on Saturday. Also race weekend at Talladega. Could not ask for better weather. Another cold front comes in late Sunday into Monday with more cooler air to follow.